Hello and welcome to my show. This one is vegetarian. That's right, I'm doing something vegetarian. I'm making an Asian inspired brothy mushroom stir fry type situation. I really don't know exactly, there is no name for it, but it is Asian. It's kind of like a Singaporean, no, it's Malaysian, no, it's Thai, no, it's Asian. I just want to point out really quickly that I am not a chef. I just cook stuff I like. Some people in my previous video pointed out that it is not authentic aglio olio. I have said that. It's in my caption. It's in my description. It says the way I like it. So this one is the way I like it, and I'm purposely not giving it a name because if I do, then again you'll be like, hey, this is not authentic. So for this Asian mushroomy thingy, you're going to need some spring onions. You're going to need some mushrooms. Obviously, you're going to need some garlic chopped. You're going to need some mushrooms. You're going to need some ginger sliced. You're going to need some mushrooms. You're going to need oil. You're going to need some mushrooms. You're going to need some sugar. You're going to need some mushrooms. You're going to need some salt. You're going to need some mushrooms, and you're going to need some water. And guess what, guys? You need some. You can get palm sugar if you have palm sugar. If you have jaggery, use jaggery. If you don't have any of that, just use sugar, regular sugar. That's great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the spring onions as I chop them into the bulbs and the greens, and I'm going to keep them both separate. You're going to see why. And you need to slice your mushrooms. Okay, so slice them nicely. Let's get cooking. I'm using basmati rice. You can use any short grained rice as well. You put sesame oil. I'm actually using olive oil because I don't have sesame oil. And I'm putting some star anise, some bay leaf, and some lemongrass. I actually wanted jasmine rice and I don't have jasmine tea bags. Why? Because all you need to do is just put a jasmine tea bag for 5 to 7 minutes while you're boiling the rice and you'll get jasmine rice. You basically need quantity of rice into 3 times quantity waters. I said waters. Now while the rice is cooking, I have a pan here. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. You can use any oil. Sesame oil is best, but just use any oil. It doesn't matter. I'm using olive oil. Once the oil heats, you need to dunk the spring onion bulbs into it. Just the bulbs, not the leaves. Not the leaves, just the bulbs. Yes. And I'm going to put the ginger and the garlic and I'm going to saute it for a bit. Once sauteed and the color is changed a little bit, I'm going to take some soy sauce and I'm going to put a fuckload of soy sauce. I'm going to pour it in. I'm just going to keep pouring it in. Just keep pouring it in. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. Stop. Pour a little more. Now just add the sugar as per your taste, not my taste. I like it sweet, clearly. Then add salt. Now what the salt does is it helps the onion and the ginger and the garlic break down a little bit while it's cooking. So I always season while I'm sauteing and not before or after. I do it while I'm doing it. And then you keep stirring, 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 stirring. I also like my spicy, so I'm going to put a lot of chili flakes in this. A lot, as you can see. Now you add the mushrooms. Yep, I'm crowding my mushrooms. In fact, I'm overcrowding them, and that's not a problem because I don't want them to color. I just want them to cook. Alright, and they're going to release water. They're going to actually reduce, so don't worry about it. I've also got some enoki mushrooms, so I'm just going to take them and put them. And the reason why I'm tearing them right now is because I don't want them to bunch up later and become cool. Whatever your choice of fungi is, you can take it and add it now. After it's been cooking for some time, you want to add some, just some. The keyword is some of the spring onion ka green leaf thingies. That's what you add right now. Mine is looking drier than I want it to look, so I'm just going to add water. You're going to have to eyeball it. You let it simmer so that the flavors get a lot more intense. And remember that while it is simmering, you can keep tasting it so that you can then tweak the flavor as per what you want, right? A little more spice, a little more salt, a little more whatever. I just tasted mine and it's like yum 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 yum. I smelt it and it's yum 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 yum. Now don't forget the rice. The rice is done basically when you just move it aside with a flat spoon like I'm doing here, or just take a fork and you see the water has sort of dried out and it's just the fizzing bubbles. You want to make sure that there's no water. That's about it. Fizzing bubbles, shut it off, otherwise it will burn. Now for the plating, what I did is I took the rice in a bowl and I just upturned it, and then I put some spring leaf green thingies that you did not put in the dish earlier. You saved some. Yeah. That you put now. Put that on the mushroom as well. And yeah, that's all I did. But it tastes great even without all the shosha and fufa. It's just like this. Yum 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 yum. You should try making it too. And I'm going to see you the next time whenever I am able to shoot whatever I'm going to cook, because I've broken my tripod. So So here's a small tip. You place your chopping board on a slightly damp kitchen tissue. Just put the kitchen tissue, put some droplets of water and then put the chopping board on that, and your chopping board will not slip while you're chopping things. Ta-da!